Good day, USA! Welcome to Flag Stewards. Be a stud citizen. Reminders from our flag for President's Day, Monday, February 15th of 2021. So where's our flag? The U.S. flag at half-staff today. That's what we're going to kick off with as we do each day, making sure that your school, home, or business has its flag at the right flag position. There's no new half-staffs to report, but we do have 4 half-staffs that continue, and you can find out their honorees and when they're expected to end by clicking on the link below. All right, special note, even though today we celebrate the national holiday known as President's Day, well, mainly that's because the media reinvented it as that name. It's officially still called Washington's birthday. So we're keeping focused on Susan B. Anthony's birthday today and her life achievements, and we'll come back next Monday, or you should come back. Well, you come back every day, but make sure you visit next Monday to learn about the real President's Day, still known by our government and officially known as Washington's birthday. All right, today's historical moment from our flag. One of America's most well-known historical figures, one of the most thought of when discussing women's rights. Susan B. Anthony was born on this date, February 15th in 1820 in Massachusetts. Early in her life, at the age of 17, she began her first fight for the right of Americans, in this case, collecting petitions to end slavery. So yeah, she was an abolitionist. And beginning in 1851, she partnered with Elizabeth Cady Stanton to aggressively work on women's rights, first and foremost, the right to vote. Anthony and Stanton they probably published a lot of writings, but they pushed for a women's right to vote, also known as women's suffrage, by setting up a national organization to rally support and push the U.S. Congress and President to listen. Susan B. Anthony, pictured below, worked tirelessly on suffrage by traveling to give as many as 100 speeches a year. Eventually, Anthony and Stanton's hard work paid off when in 1878, U.S. Senator Sargent of California introduced the 19th Amendment to give women the right to vote. Yeah, it was introduced in 1878. And then unbelievably and unfortunately, it took 42 years until 1920, and after Anthony had passed away, 14 years earlier she had passed away, took until 1920, 42 years from it being introduced, to finally get the amendment ratified, empowering women with the ability to vote for the elected officials. Unbelievable. All right, and here's an enlightening quote, inspirational quote, insightful quote from Susan B. Anthony. It was we, the people, not we, the male citizens, but we, the whole people, who formed the Union. And we formed it not to give blessings of liberty, but to secure them, and not the half of ourselves and the half of our posterity, but the whole people, women as well as men. All right, that is pretty insightful. Basically saying, hey, women are an important part of this process. For sure. Today's fun from our flag is a women's suffrage meme that I found out there in the public domain featuring Stanton on the left, Anthony on the right. And it says, oh, you had to wait 6 months to vote? Huh. Or no, you had to wait 6 hours to vote? I got to check my reading here. 6 hours. So yeah, you had to stand in line for 6 hours to vote. Well, we sort of feel sorry for you. That must have been awful. Yeah. They waited 42 years. And that was already after waiting 100 years since the establishment of our country. Unbelievable. All right. Now it's time to recite the Pledge of Allegiance as we stand up at home and be inspired by Susan B. Anthony and all the women suffragists who fighted for the right to vote. Yeah, can you believe that? 1776 we were established. It wasn't until 1920, after blacks had allegedly been given the right to vote, or supposedly been given the right to vote, or the 13th Amendment was certainly supposed to give them the right to vote, but they continued to fight for that even after that. But in any event, women finally got the right to vote in 1920, and Susan B. Anthony was a big part of it, so let's pledge on her behalf. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's right, for all. Thanks for participating in today's U.S. Flag Tribute. This is Sean Sweeney signing off. Go out and be a stud citizen. Keep America beautiful. And remember, in God we trust.